Tonight on Sports Saturday, it's a cold January night, but we're warming you up with 15 minutes of sports. The Tide was trying to snap a 2-year SEC road losing streak against the Vols. Could they do it?
That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
Whatever, we're not asking you, Urban. But while we're on the subject, how does it feel for Bama to be at home? Well, it rhymes with ducks and bucks. We're previewing the game. So cheer up. Pay attention. How would you describe Sports Saturday, Coach?
It's perfect.
Thanks. What about you, Boz?
Well, it took my breath away.
All right, and we start right now.
Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on.
Of the University of Alabama. Live sports from Alabama's sports team. This is WVUA Sports.
And with that, we say welcome in, everybody, to Sports Saturday. I'm BJ Millican. She's Jenn Chapman. And Jen, we started with a little Uptown Funk, Alabama basketball, hoping not to funk it up on the road today.
Good one. It hasn't been so easy to go on the road lately for the Tide. In fact, check this out.
Look at it.
697 days since Alabama's last road SEC win. Winless on the road against SEC teams last year. Time for the streak to end?
I vote yes. Anthony Grant and company 1-0 in SEC play. Ricky Tarrant hoping to keep him there. He's going to bury the tray to give the Tide a 7-point lead in the first half. He liked that spot, but this time he doesn't get it to fall. But whoa, Rodney Cooper is there, the scooper I call him. He throws home the dunk. Bama's in business.
I didn't know you called him that. Tennessee made it interesting. Watch the elevation from Derek Reese right before the half. And the Vols didn't play good defense, though. A good way to get momentum. Jimmy Taylor with the dunk at the buzzer. 13 for him.
Watch this. Heads-up play by Ricky Tarrant. The old okey-doke off the back. Sneaky Ricky. Vols, though, holding strong. They tied the game at 36, but Rodney Cooper puts Bama ahead for good with the spinning layup. A game-high 17 for him. Vols go 14 minutes without a bucket. Donnie Tyndall's like, somebody score! Unfortunately for him, it was Rodney Cooper. Bama closes on a 21-2 run. They win 56-38. Here's Coach Grant after the win.
Anytime you go on the road, you know, with the way they play defense, we knew that it'd probably be a low-scoring game. So we knew that from a defensive standpoint, we had to bring great energy and great effort. That's all we talked about at the half, is that we needed to do a great job from a defensive standpoint. Share it, try to find good shots offensively, attack the glass. You know, in the first half, we had 0 free throw attempts. In the second half, obviously, we go 10 for 12 from the free throw line. I thought we did a good job being more aggressive. Just proud of the effort. You know, I think that's the thing that we talk about is making sure we bring effort and energy every game, and I thought we did that.
And Bama did it. They can say, bye, Felicia, to that losing streak. Total team effort, and how about that? Bama defense, over 13 minutes without a ball score. Wow, that's got to be the telling stat of the game.
Absolutely. You know, Alabama beat Texas A&M Tuesday night. Today, the Aggies hosting top-ranked Kentucky, and they were fired up. Here's Daniel House bringing down the house, giving the Ags a 7-point lead to start the game. He had 25. UK in trouble again. But you know what? Cal, he's got the players. Up 4, Aaron Harrison with the steal, goes coast to coast. He does the thing, and this thing went to double OT, Jen. Can you believe it? But the Cats, they take over. They survive again, 70-64. Here's a very calm Coach Cal after the game.
Talk to me about what you learned about your crew today.
We're not very good right now. I mean, we're a little bit out of sync. We got a couple guys not playing off their teammates. But we just got to get better, and I don't have the answers right now.
Well, the Cats have Coleman Coliseum next week. Sir Charles watching Auburn hosting Mizzou, and he likes the Tigers' big man, Simeon Bowers. He steals it and dishes it to Taj Shamsidid, and that capped a 7-0 run and tied the game. Later, Bowers closes it out with a nice move to the hoop, 20 points, 14 boards for the big man. Auburn evens their SEC record with an 85-79 win. And Arkansas tops Vanderbilt 82-70. Ole Miss knocks off South Carolina 65-49. Florida beats Mississippi State by 30, and LSU is currently on top of Georgia, and that game is actually in overtime.
How about some local hoops? Stillman hosting Fort Valley State. First half, Antonio Penny with the dime to Markeith Madison. Any way you slice it, Jen, that combo is money. three-point play right there. More Tigers a little bit later. William Green's going to find his friend Harold Ingram. Harold says, I'm going to hit this jumper right here. Stillman all over Fort Valley, 85-65.
So we go to the women's side. Stillman women won their first game on Thursday night. Today taking on Fort Valley State. Pick up the action in the second. Tigers trailing 42-38. Arnisha Washington gets the ball, drives it in for the layup, cutting the Fort Valley lead to 2. And the Wildcats would take control down the stretch as Antonia Jefferson gets the runner to go. Fort Valley would go on to win this one 54-50. And yes, I'm just trying to go straight through. It's a win-win situation anytime you have players who can come out for early for the NFL draft on college football team.
That's right. And, you know, while you're sad to see those guys go, it says a lot about the program, and you have to give it to him. Nick Saban has a pretty good program at Alabama. 3 underclassmen for the Tide made their decisions known yesterday. Amari Cooper, TJ Yeldon, Landon Collins, none of them a surprise. Those guys sure to be early NFL picks, and they understand no matter how high they go, they'll always look back and have the program to thank.
Oh, it's going to benefit me tremendously. You know, the things he teaches us as players, it will always stay with us, especially if you're a listener. And I believe I listened to him, so I think I'll be all right.
Never forget what you became and how you got there, you know. I always remember your work ethic and all the work you put into to become the best player that you became in high school, and just follow that all the way till you get here and continue doing that.
Good for those guys. Check out these ridiculous numbers. Amari Cooper, TJ Yeldon represented 36% of Alabama's offense and 35% of Alabama's touchdowns the past 3 seasons. Pretty amazing stuff for those guys. Amazing stats and some more amazing show left for tonight.
That's right. When we come back, we're going to be diving a little deeper into some football, pro, and NFL.
That's right. And you're looking, before we head to break, at Stacy Luker to give you some high school football. The former Sweetwater coach is going to be the head man at Demopolis. He's returning to Alabama. He won 5 state titles while at Sweetwater. He replaces Tom Causey, who moved on to Pelham. Sports Saturday rolls on after the break. We're back with some Marcus Mariota still face. What we're supposed to be seeing is North Dakota State. There they are. I like Marcus, though. Hey, he's great. North Dakota State trailed in the FCS title game until that score gave them a 2-point lead. That's all the Bison needed. They hold on to defeat Illinois State. It's their fourth consecutive FCS championship. Go crazy, Fargo. Go crazy. Pretty sure that we can
inside. They'll do it inside because it's probably negative like 6 right now.
A little chilly in Fargo. Big time things for them. They are absolutely a dynasty, wouldn't you say?
Correct. And while the FCS has been doing the playoff thing for a while, my alma mater, JMU, had one in 2004. We've reached the championship round of the first college football playoff in the FBS. So Oregon and Ohio State will meet on Monday night for the new college football playoff trophy. Both teams had a full day today. The Buckeyes practiced inside AT&T Stadium while Oregon had an off-site workout. Either way, both teams understand what's at stake.
You know, enjoy the moments, enjoy this experience, but at the same time, you know, we do have you know, a game to play, and you know, just take each practice, prepare the best that you can, and just get ready to play on Monday.
I want to make sure our players enjoy the journey. You know, these kids have been on a heck of a run for the last 3 years, and I just, you know, I'm more cautious about making sure it's not just an absolute grind.
Less than 48 hours from game time in Dallas Monday night, who will be the first college football playoff champion?
It's a great question. I do not know. If I knew, I'd probably be making more money. Champions often find themselves, Jen, enshrined later in their careers. That's the case for several of the newest members of the College Football Hall of Fame class. Some big-time names like Brian Bosworth, the Boz, current K-State coach Bill Snyder. Texas's Ricky Williams also got the call, as did former OSU coach Jim Tressel. So how does a tough guy like Brian Bosworth react after getting that news?
Well, it took my breath away. Honestly, I could say I started to cry. The honor's something I never thought would ever come across my doorstep, but then I had to Google the name to make sure he wasn't pulling my chain. So.
He was not pulling his chain. Some more notable names: 2 SEC reps, Wes Chandler of Florida and Art Still of Kentucky.
All right, switching gears now to the NFL playoffs. New England, Seattle, Green Bay, and Denver all got to rest up last week, getting the first round bye. Would the week off pay dividends or leave the home team rusty? Tom Brady and the 12-4 Patriots bringing in Joe Flacco and the 2012 Super Bowl champs, the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens up 2 TDs, but come on, it's the Patriots. Brady hits Danny Amendola, and he puts in the work. Look at that effort and ties it up at 14. Later, the Ravens, though, creating a buffer. Flacco to Justin Forsett, who marches down the sideline, and it's back to a Ravens 2-score advantage, but not so fast. Patriots fight the deficit. Fourth quarter, Brady airs one out to Brandon LaFell. This would prove to be the game winner. Brady throws for 367 yards, 3 touchdowns. Patriots making their 4th consecutive AFC Championship appearance. And stick around, more Sports Saturday when we return.
Hey, the Seahawks.
Oh, forgot about them.
Yeah, you forgot about them. You're going to leave the Seahawks?
Seahawks. And they're winning right now, 31-10. Thanks for leaving me out there. Oh, goodness. So the Seahawks are up 31-10 right now in the fourth quarter. It looks like they're going to win. All right. You now.
Me now. I'm going to say we're going to be right back on Sports Saturday talking all over each other after the break. We're back. You know, I've seen a lot of crazy things, Jim, but I've never seen this. Look at this. Trevor Booker of the Jazz beats the shot clock. Whoa! Show it again. What happened? 0.2 of a second on the shot clock. No look. Granny tip. What? He's probably very, very, look at this.
He's as surprised as everybody else.
Look at that. Look at that guy. How do you do that? He's really good at horse. I'm bad at horse. I don't have the shot. But
I'm good at knockout. You ever played that?
Knockout? Like basketball?
Yeah, where you like run. Only 2 people shoot at once, and then if you get the person in front of you, they're out. You knock them out.
This is quality TV, everybody.
All right, let's go.
I've seen that. I've never seen that before. And you know what I've never seen before as well? An Alabama gymnastics team that didn't have Sarah Patterson as the coach.
Until last night.
That's right.
Because Dana Duckworth era has now started. Last night making her head coaching debut as the Alabama gymnastics team opened their 2015 campaign in front of over 12,000 fans. And it did not disappoint as they beat Arizona. Duckworth was an NCAA champion and an All-American for the Tide in her days, 15 years of coaching on the coaching staff, and now officially has her first head coaching win.
Well, Kayla and I had a little moment right before vault. I was like, Kayla, remind me to step back, look at the audience, take a deep breath, and just enjoy the moment right then. And for me, it was like, wow, I am truly the head coach of my alma mater. How blessed am I? And then it was go time.
Next up, the Tide face Arkansas on the road and then an expected sellout at Coleman Coliseum for their next home meet, which will be against Florida in just 2 weeks. And we have a big announcement for you guys. Big announcement. You want to take it?
No, you take it. I've talked too much tonight.
All right, starting tomorrow night, you get to see this all over again for Sports Sunday, but it will be different content.
Exactly. I won't give her all the hard words. It's going to be great.
We'll have some dancing, probably too much talking. Anything else?
I can't talk anymore. We only got 4 seconds.
We're done.
Good night, everybody.